И мы продолжаем. Нам надо найти, как менять зелья. Как их вообще пить? Ох. Так, есть такое, а есть... Там больше никого нет. Это вообще не зелье, блин. Это что такое у нас? Артефакт? А, ну понятно. Снаряжение. Снаряжение, зелья нету. Я вообще не понимаю. Нет. 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 Подожди. Ну тут тоже нету никаких зелий. Как мне его пить-то? Скажи хоть. Хотя бы. Все уже посмотрели. Так, сжатие кнопок тут не работает. Не работает. Работает. Вот оно, блин, дурачок. Так, это что? Рецепт. Нет, это рецепт. Во. Ну, один. Все. Шикарно.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
Так.
You mentioned that more and more customers are trying to stay out of sight. Why?
Well, I can't
Потому
speak
что
for
она
all of
продает
them, but
нелегальное
certainly
что-то.
my Ashwinder customers have their reasons. If I were you, I'd forget I heard that.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
Что продаем?
What are we looking for today?
Это я сам могу делать. Тебе продать нечего.
Thank you for stopping in. I
Да-да.
appreciate it.
Revelio.
Ух ты. Ох, а тут на карте, кстати, показывается даже, где страницы можно найти. Еще что-то. Все еще даже показывается. Что за чудеса?
Revelio.
Ай, понятно.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio.
И тут тоже. Там кто такое летает? Я тут что-то беленькое видел. Опять почудилось.
Revelio.
Ага. Там какая-то пещера. Но туда я не пойду. Так, шарик, вот он. Надо придумать, как его вытащить оттуда, да? Ну, спрятали как. Тут-то. А, тут трамплин. И.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Не, я явно что-то тупо с этими шарами. Разогнать тебя надо, ты обратно сюда катишься. Сюда ты не катишься. А толкать вещи я еще не умею. Короче, все, гиблое дело. Ладно, дадим монетку, что нет. Да. Все. Продаем барахло и идем выполнять настоящие миссии.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
Да, до свидания.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? This will do just fine. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
И надо сходить нам еще в комнату. Комнату.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
Да, по сути,
Nothing
никаких.
to worry about. I handled it.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
За что?
It was a pleasure doing business with...
Likewise. Worth every bit of that delivery fee to have someone capable deal with that witch.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
Oh, I had no idea it was hers.
Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
И... Так. 21. Вот, мы умеем это делать. И поменяем на... А где, кстати, бутылек этот? Фокусирующий. У меня же есть один. Да. Какая-то миссия у нас есть с фокусирующим зельем. Да, пойдем. А, нет, сначала нам надо вспомнить сейчас, где находится комната. Комната. В Хогвартсе. Нету. Кстати, и кабинет наш, который нужен. О, секретная комната. Выручай комнату. Да. И... Да. Ох, есть что-то хорошее. Жень. Вот честно, неохота время тратить на то, чтобы как-то обустраивать. По сути, особо... Можно для растений, конечно, сделать комнату целую. И просто когда-нибудь сюда приходить и собирать все. Но тут ничего нельзя. Но можно так и сделать, кстати. Ну, нормально. Нет. 45, 48. С высоким уроном. А у меня есть такие заклинания с высоким уроном? Ну пусть будет. Вдруг у меня есть заклинание, я буду сейчас всех подыщи. Еще сильнее. А кстати, все вот эти вот штучки, которые мы находим, потом разочаровываем, они уже с ячейками характеристики находятся. Только с первыми. Ох, прям на метлу и вперед. Так. Это вроде... А, нет, это стенд просто зелевали. Сколько у меня их? 6. Да по сути 6 хватает. Ладно, продолжим наше путешествие. Так вот. Вот так вот. Вот так вот. Ну-ка, пошел отсюда.
You can't can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder. Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Что за чушь? Так, давай-ка для этих вот ребят мы сделаем новую колоночку. Ну-ка, это что у нас? Трыш. А следующее вот эту разблокируем, наверное. Ох. Так. Пусть будет вниз.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Я просто херею. Сюда. Так сделаем. Надеюсь, этой фигни будет не десятых штук.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is.
Шерстяной
Kindness
меч,
is one of
блин.
his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the measles, just as you did with Gerald.
Так.
The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has
Oi.
come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Тварь. Эта тварь пока не готова к взаимодействию. Что будет, если еще раз их? Так, погодь, там. Какатуны. Как же это весело.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
А почему нету... Что за фигню мы творили?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many
Да,
beasts
сейчас
as
и
you
пойдем
can on your
к тем
own
птицам,
time.
которых видели ранее. Попугаем.
I need to talk.
Ай, и что она еще болтает там? Опять что-то сейчас. Ладно, лучше шерстяных. О, как много. рассказывай.
need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me.
I'd hoped I would.
Погнали.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Давай. Это я помню, там поклониться надо было. Да-да.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
И... Сюда.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio.
Шишка. Ага. Как ее приручить?
Levioso. Revelio. Levioso.
Стоять с ним.
Levioso.
Как приручать этих елки-палки? Мячик. Вы готовы приручаться?
Revelio.
Короче, понятно. Не могем. Еще куча заданий всяких разных. Козявки тролля. И это тоже не показывается. Сейчас глянем, что это такое.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Пожалуйста, выйди. Ты достал меня. Иди там все. А вот это как раз открывать замки мы начнем. Лохомора.
Darling Charms is dire. Nothing's as clever as playing fire.
Revelio.
А вон и ключик.
Revelio. Got it. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in?
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Ты чё такое? Так. Крутить до тех пор, пока что-то... Я тупо не понимаю, что это за дерьмо. Вроде показали, как это делать. Ну, на вот тебе 2 круга и придумай, что с ними делать. Как они должны активироваться? Короче, потом вернемся, без понятия, я загуглю.
Aloha Mora.
Так. Крутить не обязательно, по сути, да? Не, без понятия. — 48 минут. Да, давайте закончим эту серию и со следующей уже начнем. И я разберусь, как вообще этим всем заниматься.